Come with me to explore the world of dance one step at a time as we talk about different topics such as UDA Nationals, dance studio drama, and different styles of dance. From ballet to hip-hop, contemporary to tap, dance is a universal language that speaks to the heart and connects us all. Hello and welcome to Dance Floor Diaries. On this episode, we'll cover dance studio drama. Let's hit the floor and spill the tea. Dance studio drama is about to unfold.
My name is Samantha Bosey. I've been dancing for 11 years at New England Dance. I like dancing at New England Dance because it's always very interesting there and it keeps me on my toes. And I never know what's going to happen when I walk into that studio.
So on this episode, we're going to talk about a few things that happen at our dance studio and how they impact us and make the dance studio a better place and also a worse place at the same time. So first, we're going to start off with a few things that happened last week. So as we know, April Fool's was last Tuesday, 1 week ago from today, and something really major happened at our studio. So I'm just sitting here at track practice, and my friend Juliana, she's texting me. She's like, "Oh, we have this prank idea. We're gonna prank Adriana, saying, oh, I sprained my ankle before a competition." This was not a good idea because she took that to a whole nother level. I know she told a few people about it, but did you know about this, Sammy?
No, I had no idea anything was going on.
Yeah, because we walked into the studio. She told me that her mom called or texted Adriana saying, "Oh, she sprained her ankle. She's out. She can't go to competition." And then Adriana called the mom, and the mom didn't answer. So then she comes in the studio rushing in, and she was filling in spots, changing stuff. She's calling the competition saying, "Oh, we lost a dancer and she can't dance with us." So now we're out of the competition. We can't bring our numbers, and she's just panicking. How are you feeling in this moment?
I was really, really confused. I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't tell who was bringing who, and I felt really bad for Adriana because she was on the verge of tears.
Juliana walked in the studio, and Adriana's like, "Don't tell her to come in the studio if she has that boot on. I don't want to see her." And then she walks into the room. Thankfully, she didn't have the boot on because she had me call her saying, "Oh, take the boot off or go home." And she just walked out crying, bawling her eyes out. And I felt so bad because she's over here taking out numbers thinking, "Oh, this was serious." But it really wasn't. So we didn't know how to react. Yeah. There was a bunch of tension in the room, and you could just feel that.
Yeah, it was also bad because some people had lied to Adriana too about it, and it did not help at all.
Yeah, and someone asked me about it, and I was like, "Oh my God, no, this is a prank. It's not that serious." So I was the one who came forth and told Michaela, and then Michaela's like, "You have to tell Adriana." So I told Adriana because I want to tell her the truth in this moment because she took it way too far.
Yeah.
And I feel like if she was going to do the prank, then she shouldn't have done it to that certain extent where her mom texted. She could just walk in with a boot, say, "Oh, that's a joke." That's just not taking it serious. But having your mom text, that's a different level.
Yeah, exactly. Especially under 2 weeks away from competition is not a good idea.
Yeah. But thankfully, we're back in the competition now, so.
Yeah, we're all good. Another story we have is when one day at dance, Adriana asked this girl, M, if she had been stretching, and M just stared at her. And to Adriana's words, she looked like an alien. So she's just staring, and they keep going back and forth, and then she goes, "M, get out!" And then M is picking up all her stuff, and she drops her hip-hop shoe, and Adriana picks it up and throws it out of the room. And the shoe, it was such a hard throw, and the shoe was spinning through the air, and I don't even know what happened. It was crazy.
Yeah, we were sitting on the other side of the room, and we just look over and we see a shoe fly out the door.
Yeah, it was
I was dying.
And then she's like, I'm never coming back to this studio. I hate this place. If she's there, I'm not coming back. And she came back the next week.
Let's take a break from the studio drama and hear our ad. Hey everyone, are you ready to step up and join the CHS dance team? Do you have passion for dance, want to be part of an energetic and talented group? Well, the CHS dance team is the perfect place for you. Whether you're an experienced dancer or someone who simply loves to move, we invite you to join our team. Why should you join the dance team, you ask? The dance team performs at pep rallies and halftime shows to show off your skills in front of an audience and feel the thrill of success as you represent your school. The CHS dance team isn't just about dancing, it's about building strong bonds with your teammates to help push each other to be the best we can be. Our team is all about having fun and lifting each other up. We believe in creating a positive space where dancers of all skill levels feel welcomed and encouraged to improve. Whether you're struggling with a move or mastering a routine, you'll always have a support system by your side. We have weekly practices on Tuesdays and Thursdays with a mix of cardio days on Mondays from 3 to 4:30 in the pack. Ready to join? It's time to make your move. Dance is not just about steps, it's about passion and being part of a community that supports each other. Are you ready to feel the excitement, rhythm, and the pride of being a member of the CHS dance team? If you have any questions or want more information, reach out to Senorita Day or visit room 506. Join now. Welcome back. Last week, this also happened. This was in our Tuesday night hip hop class. Also happened on April Fool's when that incident unfolded. And the night was just getting better as it went on, I guess, because nobody had luck at that studio. We're in hip hop class, and Kanai tells us all to sit in the front. And we're sitting in the front. And the week before that, we did these things called battles. And there were a few people that weren't there. So they had to do the battles. So they were just doing the battles, yada, yada, yada. And this one girl, let's call her S, she asked our hip-hop teacher, she was like, why does your shirt say that? I forgot what it said. It said like some... It
said Los Angeles.
It said Los Angeles on it. And she's like, why does your shirt say that? And he clocked her T and was like, why does your shirt say your name on it? And she got really... She got so upset, and then she starts talking back to the teacher, and he's like, go take a walk. And she goes, I don't want to take a walk. And he was like, I'm not asking if you want to go take a walk. Go take a walk. And she starts crying right in front of his face.
Bawling her eyes out.
Why are you crying in front of him? Just get up and leave. Like, what?
It was so weird.
It was so bad. Like, people were laughing, but like, she did that to herself, because walk out and start crying. What are you doing?
And it wasn't even that serious.
No, it really wasn't.
I just turn around and she's crying. I'm like, what is going on?
I remember Georgie next to me, and she's just hysterically laughing. Like, come on, Georgie.
Yeah, we're just laughing so hard. I was like, bro.
And then, what did we do? We did the dance once, I think.
Yeah.
And then he had something to say, of course. And I'm just standing there doing nothing, just standing there. I thought he was yelling at Georgie because she's like on the floor, whatever the heck she's doing. And he's just, I guess he's looking at me. Okay, I'm not looking at you. I wasn't making eye contact with you. I wasn't looking. And he goes, go take a walk. So, okay, whatever. I go take a walk. I don't ask questions. Then a few seconds later, Georgie comes out. And she goes, he kicked me out. I guess he kicked her out for the rest of the class. And then,
he did.
Yeah, and then he told everyone to sit down, and he had like this big long talk with them. And then someone decided to be a Karen and was standing up behind, like sitting on the thing, standing up behind me, and she was like, oh, maybe if you girls weren't fooling around and you guys were actually listening, you wouldn't have gotten kicked out. Okay, I didn't know this was your place to talk.
Literally.
So then I kept my peace. I didn't say nothing. I was whatever. And then I wanted to walk in the room, but you guys were still talking. So I'm not walking in the room mid like conversation. So I was just so mad at that point. And then he like finished his talk. What was he talking about?
So it was a really long speech, so I obviously won't say it all, but some big points that he told us. He was like, you guys suck. You're terrible dancers. You guys are ruining my reputation. And through all of this, like, he's just staring. And it was so, I was like, get me out of this room. And it literally lasted like 15 minutes. And he kept saying, like, I could be getting better jobs than this. Like, I don't have to be here for you guys. Then don't. Like, hello.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Bro, it gets to a point, like, I'm sorry, but you're like, how old? And you're talking to like these girls like this. Like, I forgot who my mom was talking to somebody, and I think it was Kelly, and they were talking about he talks to us like he's our peers. Like,
yeah, or like when he screams to like shut up, it's like you're forgetting that. Or
like some girls are like really younger. Yeah,
exactly. Like, I don't think he should be. He's a little aggressive.
Yeah, and they're not like mature like at our age where they're like they can take that, I feel like.
Yeah.
So they just like cry to their moms. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then me and Georgie walk in the room, and he just starts screaming. I got so scared. I thought he was gonna yell at me, but he starts yelling at Georgie, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna like I told you not to come back. Like, why'd you come back?" And she just like, "What did I do? Like, I didn't do nothing." And I thought he was going to kick me out again. And then he makes us do the dance 2 more times. He's screaming while we're doing the dance. And I'm just like over here, like wanting to cry. Like, I'm just holding it in. And then the second time, I remember I didn't do a full out at all. I forgot my dance in the middle. I'm like, I can't anymore. I just want to go home. And then he's like, okay, whatever. You guys are good. Like, go home. Whatever. Have a good night. And then he stays in the room with, I think he was packing his bag up. And then I remember Juliana comes over to me, and she goes, you good? You good? Like, are you okay? And then she gave me a hug, and I just started bawling my eyes out. And then Michaela, I remember she went to go talk to Kanai, and I don't think they said anything about me, but I think they were talking about Georgie, because I know Michaela wanted Georgie to apologize. But I'm sorry, but what are we apologizing for? Like, I was so confused. You kick me out for no reason. Then I have someone behind me talking about what's going on when you don't even know the full story.
Yeah, I know they made Georgie stay back and apologize that night for what she did, but I don't even know what she did.
Yeah.
Like,
and then, what's her face? Oh my God. Then, Kelly goes, you go talk to him. I said, I'm not talking to him. And then I remember I said, I hate this place.
I think we were all on the verge of tears at that point, especially because you were in the room when he gave the speech. But it was literally like, it was so rude. So the second after we had to do it the 2 times, I literally got up. I've never like ran out of that studio so fast. Like, I saw you crying. Like, I saw everyone, and I was like, literally, get me out. And I get in the car, and I'm like, Mom, I can't. I never want to go back to this place. I hate it so much. And then it was crazy. It was so bad. Yeah,
and my mom was like, is Adriana here? I have to, like, give her this check. And I was like, Mom, do not go in there right now. Like, I'm being so serious. Don't go in there.
Yeah.
And then I'm explaining to her what happened. And then Kelly called, and they're just like talking about it. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I was like so thankful that I didn't have to go to dance the next day, because I had my confirmation rehearsal. And then I went on Thursday, bro. Like, I felt tension walking in there. Like, it did not feel normal. Like,
that was me on Wednesday.
Yeah. I feel like I walk in there now, and I'm just like, oh, I'm here. Like,
I'm like, oh, I have to be here again.
Yeah. And my mom's like talking to me in the car. She's like lecturing me, like, you have to pick what you want to do next year, because like dance is taking over your life. Like, you never get a break. You're overworking your body. You never get a break. And you're just like, you have to deal with this. Like, and it's not good for us to deal with it mentally. Like, we love dance. Like, but I feel like I'm slowly losing my passion for dance because of what I go to dance and experience.
Exactly. Like, we shouldn't be leaving there crying as much as we do.
Exactly.
And I think that's...
And then my mom had a call with him on, I think it was Monday night. No, Thursday night.
Can I?
Yeah, because they
Really?
wanted to schedule like a private for Friday, and he starts talking about what happened on Tuesday, and my mom.
Oh my gosh.
My mom was like in the garage talking to him, and then she comes in and she was like, "You want to hear why he kicked you out?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to hear why he kicked me out. Since he can't even tell me, he just has to kick me out the room. Like what? Be the bigger person and tell me what I'm doing wrong." And
Exactly.
he's like, "I think she said that I was just antagonizing and following along with the other kids, and he didn't like that because I'm like older and I should just be better, I guess, and not follow along." I was standing there doing nothing, so the fact that he has the audacity to say that.
I don't even understand because I was watching you and you were just standing there just like staring. Like
Staring off
doing
his face.
anything.
Yep, exactly.
It was so weird. He was in a bad mood on last Tuesday.
I know. Like, and then Adriana called me. I don't think you
Really?
knew about this. Yeah, Adriana called me and she's like, "Are you okay? Like, what happened?" I said, "Sometimes people just..."
Wait. When did she call you?
She called me later that night because we had to like talk about this thing because
Tuesday night?
yeah, we had to talk about this thing with like billing and stuff. But then I guess Michaela told her and she was like, "Are you okay? Like, what happened?" And I'm just telling her, and I was like, she just needs to shut her mouth because like, and then she just like kind of used the excuse that like, oh, everyone was overwhelmed, and I was like, okay, but that doesn't give you the right to like say something to me, you know?
Exactly. Because also for the grandma or Karen, she was like, "You guys need to grow up." Like, you're sitting here saying that to a 16-year-old girl. Like, hello?
Grow up.
Exactly.
Talk about like growing up.
Exactly.
Not gonna name drop, but talk about growing up. Like, bro, like it gets to a point.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, going into dance now feels so weird.
I know. And I can't wait to see what happens tonight. Oh, and he said that he's moving spots. I told my mom, if he moves my spot, I'm walking out of the room and I don't care.
No, because every single Tuesday he's like, "If you don't want to be here, then leave." Like the urge I have to walk out of the room.
Leave. I would love to.
Literally. Tonight we should.
No, if something happens, I'm walking out that freaking dance room. I don't care. I told my mom I don't care.
And I'm never coming back. I will never step foot in that.
Yeah, my mom goes, why are you changing your spots? It's the week before competition. You're not changing spots. What is he doing? And she was just going on and on. And I can have this whole talk about like what my mom said like about this.
Yeah.
It's just like I just want to have like a parent in on this podcast.
Exactly.
Because I know they would open their mouth right away.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to this episode on Dance Studio Drama. Thank you, Sammy, for tuning in. And tune in next time on Dance Floor Diaries. You can stay up to date by following us on CHS Soundbox, and see you in the next episode.